Hello, hello, good morning, everybody. It's Craig Martin with Fathers on Cue. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I'm doing one in the morning. Uh, it's about right now about 6:30, and first time I did one in the morning. But um, sometimes when you got some stuff on your mind, you just need to go ahead and and get it off. So this morning, in a tribute to Father's Day. Um, Mostly a lot of you folks out there are fathers, or you're about to have kids, or you have nieces and nephews if you're not a father, so you're a father figure to somebody. Some of you may be grandfathers, so some of you just may be a mentor to a bunch of kids, whether you're a coach, teacher, etc. So you might be um, doing the job of a father, you just don't even know it. So in accordance with that, Father's Day is next week. This is Tuesday morning, June 14th. And yeah, so happy Father's Day, Father up in heaven. Appreciate you. So this is a tribute to, it's kind of like, it's funny, but it's not funny. And I'm gonna tag my bro in this. Shout out to G Money Gary. And hopefully I get all the details right, but if I don't, I'm sure he remembers a lot more than I did. And you know, once you start getting older, you start, quote unquote, forgetting stuff. And I haven't talked about this in many, many years. So let me just get into the story. So the title of this one's going to be Basketball in Charlottesville, Virginia. So now we got to go all the way back to, I think it was the summer of '89. I just turned 17, and I was driving. So this was probably a family reunion in Virginia. And shout out to all the family down there in Virginia, Charlottesville, Richmond, Maryland, all the folks down south. Shout out to all y'all. And even in the folks in Delaware and Pennsylvania. Shout out to y'all. So so I can drive now. So we lots of times when we go different places, whether it's down in Fayetteville, North Carolina, or if we went to Florida, or if we was in wherever, we would always be looking for a basketball court. Seemed like. I got another one for you for North Carolina. Rayford down that way, Rockfish. So I got another story, but that'll be on Thursday. But we're going to talk about Charlottesville today. So like I said, when we ride around the place where we had the family reunion, you go through this little gate, through like a little tiny, it's not even a forest, some woods, and there was a school on the other side of the woods, and they had a basketball court. So every year we knew we was going to be down there. We knew we was gonna play at that particular park, so we always bought our basketballs, whatever. So, but always want to play somewhere else. Like when I was coming up and playing a lot of basketball, I went to all the different courts because you wanted to play all different types of people. From all the courts at Essex, Branchbrook Park, Weekway, you name it. I probably done played there. Orange Park, Galesburg Park, excuse me, Westfield, probably Parks and Elizabeth. It didn't matter. Linden, Fourth Ward, shout out to Fourth Ward, the Pond, and yeah, even Broadway Park. So down Linden, Tremblay Point. So I mean, we just always wanted to play against other people. And stuff like that. I'm 17, my brother's probably 13. So we saw this park. It's real close to UVA. We were staying in a hotel. Mother, father, me and my brother stay in the hotel. Not much to do down there. Once you get to the hotel, after you leave the family reunion, so hanging out with your cousins, whatever. So we was like, man, we're gonna go drive. I was gonna drive, me and bro, we're gonna drive to the court by University of Virginia, um, and play at this court. Now I think we got there like 3 o'clock, something like that, 3 o'clock, 3:30. And back then, we was in good shape. We were in pretty good shape, not gonna lie. I mean, you probably had like 0% body fat, maybe 1% body fat, no gut. You could, play basketball for 6, 7 hours. And that's what happened. So we're out there, and some of y'all can relate to this. Some of y'all that play ball or whatever, or played a sport, or whatever athletic things you did, like baseball, softball. At times you just played for hours and hours and hours, and you forgot about the time. And that's what happened with us. During the day, it was probably, we talk about the summertime, maybe 100, something like that, 100 degrees. But at nighttime down there, for some reason, it seems like it dropped, and then you got like a little breeze at that particular time. So maybe it felt like 85, but a little bit of a breeze to it. So it's kind of cool at night. And then they turned the lights on. Lights came on about 7. So we're down there, we're still playing, and it was maybe about 20 people. So if you lost, you came off, of course, and picked another 5, whatever. So we were down there, and probably the whole time, I think we came off maybe once or twice, like our team lost, and then we had to wait maybe 2 games or whatever. But as the night progressed, as the evening progressed, as the lights came on, a lot of people left. So maybe it was 12 people there, maybe 13. So they would alternate. We kept winning. But then there was this one guy, and some of y'all can attest to this that played, is the one guy that always got fouled. always called the foul because he felt as though, yeah. So this older guy, he's a lefty, and I always had a problem with lefties, guarding lefties. Shout out to Ricky Robinson. Hope everything's good with you, brother. Slick Rick. So I always had a problem playing against left-handed players for some reason, and it was just different. And I just kept blocking a shot. He would call foul. He probably try to put his arm out, put the ball. I still kept blocking it, kept blocking. He would kept out. Let's check it up. Keep going. So some of them games went longer than usual because he kept calling foul. And we lost track of time. Like I said, we lost track of time. So I'm getting to the point. So we didn't have a watch or anything. I don't think we even paid attention to, like, we were just in the moment of playing. So I think it probably was about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And we were probably getting ready to go home or back to the hotel. But then here come Pop. Here come Pop pulling up in the cab. And we already knew we was in trouble. So, and if you had your father in your life, or you had a father figure in life, and they came to get you or whatever, just appreciate the moment. I mean, as much as you got in trouble, we didn't get like a whooping or nothing, but we got the 4-hour conversation on the car ride, which was like 10 minutes to even into the next day. Like, what was y'all thinking about? Y'all could have called somebody or something, and blah 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 blah. And you get the third degree for like a couple hours. I don't even think we took a shower that night, if I'm not mistaken. I think we just cooled off and got into bed because he was just going in on us, man. And it wasn't because now looking back on it, I don't think it was because he was mad that we were out that late. He was scared that something may have happened to us. That's the thing. And now as a father, I understand that so much, that if you can't get in touch with your child and they've been going a while, you're not getting no response, or they're supposed to be in a certain place and they're not, then I understand that 100% now, how that is definitely a problem. That is definitely a problem. That is one of the worst feelings in the world, is to not know where your child is at. And now in this day and age, if they're not picking up the phone when you call them, or you texting them and they're, the usual response with like 20 minutes, and now it's been an hour and you're looking around like, what done happened? So that was 89. So I can just imagine, the feeling of OMG type situation, where these boys at, I mean, we all saw and heard about the situation that happened a couple of years in Charlottesville. I'm not going to get into that, but with the man running the people over and stuff like that. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, fast forward to, what was that, 2018 or 19? So, just think, nothing has changed. So back then, it probably may have been even, can't say worse, but the mindset was probably still there regarding how the country was feeling back then. So he knew, we had no idea, but he knew better than us, because he lived through it and he'd been through it. So shout out to you, Pop. Love you for that. Even though at the time it wasn't the best decisions that I ever made, or based on me being the oldest, made for my brother. So I laugh about it now, but that was one of the crazier stories. I don't want to get into what he actually said, but I mean, it was a good lashing, put it to you like that. We just had to take it. But over the next day or two, I don't think we were down there for like a week. I think this was like the first or second day. Second day we was down there, and the next couple of days we just talked about dude, because Money could play back then. I mean, even though he was only 13, he had a jumper like crazy. He was a killer back then. So, and I can't remember losing too many 2-on-2s with me and him playing against anybody. Just saying, even when he was 12, I was 16, we would play. And as you know, I went to college and came back. I don't think we lost too many 2-on-2s to anybody. So, money was money. That's all I can say. And he held his own against people that was older than him, even though he was only, at the time, back then, 13. So I don't even think he was 13 yet, because it was 17 is the summer, his birthday is September. So yeah, he wasn't quite 13 yet. So we was down there getting it in Charlottesville, Virginia. So just want to, start this week off with a tribute to fathers out there. And sometimes when we do make mistakes, when they get upset with us, just understand that they love you. And sometimes, like I said, it's not out of that they just angry at you. They were scared for you, and they will never tell you that, but it's just the fact. And some of you fathers know what I'm talking about. So that's what today's message was about. Just and in those situations when it does happen to you can't find it, then you finally do come across your kids and they're fine and they're safe, give them a little break. I guess what I would do, it hasn't happened. Well, it has happened, but not to the extent of me and my brother 6 or 7 hours not being around. But find out, what they were doing and what they were thinking about at the time, and explain to them that, Daddy was looking for you, and just let me know what you're doing and where you at. So I see you guys on Thursday. Like I said, today is Tuesday morning. I was up early. I couldn't sleep last night. I had to jump on here 6:30 this morning and dropped to Charlottesville, playing basketball in Charlottesville, Virginia. So happy early Father's Day to all the fathers, and see you guys on Thursday. Take care.